Hello everybody, I wanted to tell you about a beautiful book that I read when I was in Key Stage 2 at primary school, and it's a story called The Indian in the Cupboard by Lynne Reid Banks. Now this book is a 4.7, so you'd find it in the yellow section in our school library, and it's a trilogy. That means there are 3 books in the series. The book is about the main character Omri, who is an American boy at primary school who is given a rusty old medicine cabinet as a birthday present by his brother. He doesn't have a key, but his mum goes through a big rusty old box full of keys in the shed, and they find one beautiful key that's really ornate with beautiful patterns on a red satin ribbon that actually works. And at bedtime he arranges some of his treasures inside the cabinet, and suddenly he hears a noise in the night, and then in the morning he discovers that the little plastic red Indian figure that he put in his cupboard has come to life. So the story then continues an adventure about Omri and the red Indian and the friendship that develops between them. It also poses huge life questions for Omri about morals and about the different characters that he then brings to life in his cupboard. I mean, what would you do if you found that you had a magic cupboard that could bring things to life? I'm just going to read you a little extract from the story about when Omri hears a noise in the night. Just as he was dropping off to sleep, his eyes snapped open. He had thought he heard a little noise, but no, all was quiet, so he closed his eyes again. In the morning, there was no doubt about it. The noise actually woke him. He lay perfectly still in the dawn light, staring at the cupboard, from which there was now coming a most extraordinary series of sounds, a pattering, a tapping, a scrabbling, and surely a high-pitched noise like, well, almost like a tiny voice. To be truthful, Omri was petrified. I mean, who wouldn't be? Undoubtedly, there was something alive in that cupboard. At last, he put out his hand and touched it. He pulled very carefully. The door was shut tight. But as he pulled, the cupboard moved just slightly. The noise from inside instantly stopped. He lay still for a long time, wondering. Had he imagined it? The noise did not start again. At last, he cautiously turned the key and opened the cupboard door. The Indian was gone. Omri sat up sharply in bed and peered into the dark corners. Suddenly, he saw him. But he wasn't on the shelf anymore. He was in the bottom of the cupboard. And he wasn't standing upright. He was crouching in the darkest corner, half hidden by the front of the cupboard. And he was alive. So why don't you give this book a try? It is absolutely magical and really, really exciting. Bye.